Good afternoon, YouTube. My name is Brian, and I'm a recovering person. And after long thought and careful consideration, I decided to make this video because I don't believe that I'm the only one that feels the way I feel in reference to 12-step programs and the people associated in them. Now, I'm not one that's against a 12-step program. Let's get that out of the way and let's make that very clear. I'm not against 12-step programs. I think they are very helpful. I think that they can be very useful. I think that they uh, can help an individual achieve the success that they desire as long as they stay 100 with themselves. And I say that because you have so many people in 12-step programs that, and I can only speak for the ones that I've encountered here in Philadelphia, um, in my inner city area. Um, they have a way of making people feel they have relapsed or they don't have the amount of clean time that they say that they have, feel less than. And uh, my understanding is that that's not how things are supposed to work. Uh, the book clearly spells out that no one is better than any other one, um, and that we're all equal because in reality we only have today clean. We can't go on tomorrow, and we can't, speak so much on the past. We can only speak on today. Because it's a just for today program. So you have individuals that make people that have relapsed time and time and time again feel out of place, as if they don't belong, um, less than, um, and it makes an individual disenchanted with the program. Um, when uh, the program is not designed for that. Um, but as with all things, when man puts his spin on anything, it becomes tainted. Um, so I decided to speak out and find out, how many people feel this the way I feel, because I'm sure I'm not by myself. Um, and to do something constructive about it, because support is necessary for ongoing recovery. Um, but I don't want to be supported by somebody that's judging me. For somebody that's looking down on me because I've been around. I've been trying to get clean for 30 years, and I've struggled. I've had successes, but I've fallen off, or relapsed, or um, what have you, and I'm struggling again. So I don't need people to judge me based on that. I need people to be understanding and support me in today, because it's just for the day. My struggle is just for the day. Um, so that's pretty much my issue. Um, and I want to do something to inspire people to feel like I feel. And I need to say this, right? It's funny, right? As I've mentioned, I've been around 12-step fellowships. I'm not going to name any particular one, um, but I've been around 12-step fellowships for going on 30. I started in 90. This is 2018, so 90, 2000, 2010, 28 years. I've been in and around 12 Steps Fellowship. Um, as I've said, I've had some successes over those 28 years. 5 years, 7 years, couple of twos and ones, um, you know, and I've had some lapses that have left me out there in the streets for a couple of years. My most recent being about 3 years ago. I had like a 3 year straight run. It was horrible, man. It was just straight horrible. Um, but coming back, I saw, after having, about 7 years clean, you know, who supported me, and who, talked about me, who was happy that, I had fell, and who genuinely wanted to see me, get back up, and get back on the horse, and try it again. you know. But I learned something in the process of all of that, and what I learned was those people that had been judging me and making me feel well, they weren't making me. I think it was all my it was because nobody has enough power to make you anything, but those people that I felt as though um had this better than attitude, and looked down on people that struggled, um, and was running around sharing at every meeting, and going on these road trips, and sharing at conventions, and these super recovering addicts, you know, um, were liars, and were deceiving the people. Um, countless, countless of them, you know, and one of the things that you know that disturbed me the most was, how can you say you've been clean for, say, with one individual, she been around maybe 28 years, 20, 27, 28 years, something like that. How can you say you've been clean 28 years, but yet you suffer from a chronic disease? Given I'm not knocking nobody that suffer from chronic illness. I suffer from chronic illness, chronic pain. Um, but you're in a program that says that you cannot use drugs under any and all circumstances. And you have a chronic illness and you're taking a narcotic medication every single day, maybe sometimes twice a day or three times. I'm not certain the dosage, but I know for a fact that they take the medication on a regular, consistent basis. Narcotic uh, medication every single day because of the pain that they say their chronic illness has them in. So my question is, if you taking a narcotic medication every single day because of your chronic illness, and you're in a program that says that you cannot use drugs under any and all circumstances, and the goal is to remain abstinent from all drugs, how can you go around and say that you're clean and go to all these meetings and preach being clean? That's what I don't understand. Example two, was married to a recovering person a few years. They had an issue with my struggles. Now, granted, I never pretended as if I didn't have a struggle. I never downsized my struggle. Um, but they had an issue with my struggle. Now, this individual, I won't say no names, um, supposedly was supposed to be clean for 20 some odd years. Now, what I didn't understand was you saying you clean for so many years. Okay. You ain't smoked crack since 98, but you suffer from severe anxiety, severe depression, uh, severe traumatic experiences that have happened in your life that requires you to take narcotic medication, Xanax, um, just Xanax, um, but it's a narcotic medication all the same. And this isn't like, okay, I take it, on occasion, maybe once a month, or if I can find myself in a place that I'm just over anxiety, anxiety just overwhelm me. I take, this is like taking Xanax every day, and Xanax every day, and then you take sleeping pills to put you to sleep at night. So my question is, how can you sit around and say that you clean for all these years and you taking narcotic medication when the program specifically says that it's a just for the day program, and we recommend and suggest that you do not use any mind or mood altering substances. So again, it has me baffled. And then the judgment that these people place because you struggle with your addiction in the way you struggle with it, but yet they don't see what they're doing is wrong. I don't get that. I just don't understand it. Example number three. Granted, we all got to do what we got to do to survive in the streets and take care of our families, feed, our children. I'm not knocking a soul for anybody that has to do what they have to do to survive. I know a lot of people that go to pain doctors, because they have, chronic illnesses, or they say they have chronic illnesses that have them in pain, and they get pain medication that they don't take, the way the doctor prescribes them to take it, you know, but they're in the 12-step programs, every day. Now, they might not take the medication the way the doctor prescribes them or says for them to take it, or, 3 times a day or twice a day or whatever it is that the doctor says you got to take this Percocet or uh, uh, what's the other, methadone, or the narcotics they give you for pain. Now, what they do though, because the doctor will give you a urine analysis when you come to see him to make sure that you're taking the medication as prescribed. And they want to make sure it's in your system. And I know back in the day, they used to just, pour it in some urine, mix it up with the medicine, no, see, they know that, if it's in your system or you done did something over, in front of the sink where you done just put some ground up stuff in some urine and passed it off like that. They know the difference these days. So they need to see it that it's in your system. So we have those that take the medication each month when they go to the doctor, so it's in their system. Now, I had this one boy, God be my witness. We was sitting in the doctor's office, and I said, yo, you got it. I said, that's a nice car you got, man. I said, it's brand new. He's like, yeah, man, I just got it like 2 months ago. I wrecked my Rover, da 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 da. I was like, yeah, you wrecked the Rover? He's like, yeah, I wrecked my Rover, and check out how I did it, man. I was coming here, the day before, and, I had worked like 12 hours on the job, I was tired. I took the medication because I knew I had to come to the doctor the next day, and then somebody called me and asked me to meet them. So I had, to meet them, and that was a process, and, that was long and dragged down. So by the time, long story said, it hit me, and, I was turning the corner on my way home, and banged out. Now, they gonna take me to court for a DUI. These talking gonna take us, us, for DUI, us, DUI. And nigga, you was high. What do you mean? You just said you was high. What do you mean? Mindset. Don't see that you're using. You just ain't did whatever it was that caused your life to go into total chaos and destruction in many years. But you ain't clean. Not to the level in which you trying to tell everybody you clean 20 something years and this, that, and the third. Nah, nigga, you clean from the last time you went to the doctor. That's how clean you is. So, these are things, man, that has me disenchanted with the 12-step program. Um, this is my rant. I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels like this. I'm sure I'm not the only one that sees things in this manner. I struggle. I'll be the first to tell you I struggle. And I need to be around people that's not judging me for my struggle. Just support me in my struggle. I don't want to be around hypocrites, man. I can't take nothing in from hypocritical people. You know, um, you can't have it both ways. You know, it will crush, some of these people's egos, man, you know, severely, you know, because these rooms, man, give them, a lot of these they superstars, and how can you be a superstar drug addict? They get this fame and celebrity, man, within their community. And I'm guilty of it. I was, caught up in it. I had to, and when I used, it got stripped from me. Um, and I think that that's what opened my eyes to let me see that this isn't right, man. We not supposed to uh, become grandiose because we've been blessed to be successful in our recovery. We're not supposed to look down on those that struggle. And when you become grandiose, you tend to look down on those that aren't where you think you are. So, like I said, this is my rant. I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels like this. Um, I keeps it 100. You know, um, so you know, those of y'all that feel me, just let me know. You know what I mean? We can come together, bust it up, support one another. Um, just keeping it 100 with each other, man. Just keeping it 100 with each other. Um, Because I don't need people to judge me, man. I need people to support me, man. Love me, as I will love them back unconditionally. Whether you use yesterday or you've been clean for however long. It's just about the day, man. Because we all have today. That's what's important. Is today. So just hit me up in the comments. Um, it's my first video, so if you like it, thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumbs down. Don't matter to me. Someone to subscribe. We can come together and we can enhance this conversation. Because I know I'm not the only one to struggle. So peace, love, and fellowship. God is love. God is love. I'm out.